Hi, and welcome to the weekly forecast. My name's Vicki Haspels. I'm the traveling tarot teacher, and every week to Facebook and to my YouTube channel, and we're going to look at the energy of the week. And for this week, commencing September 13th, which is tomorrow. So always from the Monday we start. I use the Mythic Tarot. That's my deck, and I will shuffle the cards and choose 6 cards. And from that selection, I will give some guidance and my interpretation of what the week ahead is going to look like for us, and how we're going to respond, and what sort of info and like what sort of guidance or information do we need to know to navigate the week, or how we can actually use the energy of the cards or the information that we're given to enhance our week and actually work with it rather than going, oh no, we're not powerless, people. We're not powerless. All right, so I've just shuffled the cards. I'm going to choose 6 of them. Now, each of the cards that I'm choosing as I choose them, I put them down in order. They represent a different position in the spread that I use, and I'll explain that as I go. I hope you've been having a lovely weekend, and I hope last week was good to you. I remember it was quite energetic, or that the energy of the cards was quite enthusiastic. So let's start. Let's begin. So the first card I'm going to show you is the position that we're in, or the how we see ourselves and how we know we're going to be conscious of this action or this information. And we have the 5 of Wands. So the 5 of Wands, when it shows up in a spread, represents just those little things that are going wrong. So just expect, just as they say, like losing your car keys or something like that. So it's those little mistimings, mistakes, just forgetfulness. But it brings up frustration. It also makes us question whether, am I doing the wrong thing here? Why did I miss that? Why was I late for this? And oftentimes it's out of our control. So expect a lot of questioning around this week about perhaps what am I doing? Or even like, what am I doing here? That sort of sense. It's not big picture stuff, but it does start the ball rolling, and actually brings the energy back, or brings our attention back to ourselves. It says, what am I doing here? Why are these little things going wrong? Or am I in the right place right now? So the energy of the card the energy of this card is our guidance, and how our soul is working with us. So it's like the unconscious. It's the unconscious energy, the unconscious message that's around, and it'll be the influence that is affecting us unconsciously, the message from our guidance that's getting through, or our soul. And we have this time the 3 of Cups. So in this instance, the 3 of Cups to me is bringing something together. So as much as the 5 of Wands is like separating, or us feeling a bit distracted, or distance from the flow of life, the soul energy is bringing us back together again. So it's interesting that life would be dispersing us, and our guidance or soul energy is bringing us back into ourselves. It's almost like they're polar opposites. So I just want to have a bit of a reflection on that, to see what that means for us. Because one is our conscious self, which is something that is still, like, we're aware of it. It happens to us outside of our control, but we're aware of it. And the other is the unconscious. So reflecting on that, the fact that things are out of control, and then the 3 of Cups is bringing things back together again, or back into the fold, makes me think about support. So however we are distracted, or feeling a bit, where are we, a bit dysfunctional here with the 5 of Swords, and a bit out of it, our soul energy is going to help us seek the people that support us strongly. It's no use sort of being out of sorts or in a bit of disarray if the support system around us is not actually helping us feel safe and secure. So we can have a bit of a meltdown, a tiny meltdown, in that space, and then the people who do support us and love us will be able to recognize them and draw them in closer, or that they'll make their way closer, or make themselves known to us. So it must be really important for us this week, is to actually start building our team, or our tribe, and recognizing those that support us, and just moving away the ones that are not quite supportive, or perhaps are not wanting what's best for us. Bit disruptive, yeah. So getting rid of the disruptive influence out of our lives. So what is it that what when I'm doing it for myself or for other people? I often think about the black and white. So what we worry about is what's fair. This isn't fair. That's not fair. So we're looking at areas of grey where we feel like that we know that life is this or the other. Those rules that we have set for ourselves are being challenged, and so it's like it's things are just aren't going to feel fair. It's not going to feel right because, like, it's not fair. And who's judging us? This is the other thing. We're going to feel like we're being judged all over the place. That's probably why, like, being out of thoughts and having people judge you. Of course, you're going to want to align yourself with those that love you and support you unconditionally, no matter what. You can have, as I said, you can have a little meltdown, and the ones that love us will just come rushing us out. They're there. And the ones who are disruptive in our lives will not be able to cope with that. So we'll be able to tell the difference. So, what will our response be? I love this. This is one of my favorite cards. Our response is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups means that we can make anything happen. To me, the Nine of Cups is a card of manifestation. It's the wish card. It means anything we want is going to turn up. So our response is that we are going to start making plans. We are going to work towards those plans, and we're going to believe that anything is possible. So from all of that disruption, all of that, it's not fair. We're going to say, you know what? I'm just going to worry about. Sorry about that. We had a bit of a delay, a lag. I'm just going to worry about myself. The Nine of Cups says, I'm just going to go after whatever I want because I'm just tired of all that drama over there. I'm going to leave all that drama behind. I'm going to go chasing what I want. Love it. So, what'll be the outcome of that? This is the outcome. This is the future. Look at this. 10 of Wands. So people, as you go chasing what it is that you want and think, I'm going to have whatever I want and go for it, don't overwhelm yourself. Don't take too much on. So be a little bit discerning because that's what's going to happen. It's almost like the whole world opens up to us. We decide, I'm going to do whatever I like. For me, if I was going to indulge myself, I'd get all the marshmallows or all the chocolates. I would overindulge, right? So if I'm just gonna go after everything I want, overindulgence would be the thing that we're actually opening up or stepping into. And of course we can balance that out, that's no problem, but just be mindful that once we open that gate, that will be a feature of where we're heading into. And that's a whole other problem. So what is the spiritual look? Now we're looking at what the karmic thing or the karmic meaning or the spiritual meaning behind this week. What is it that we are bringing into our lives, strengthening in our lives, and learning in our lives? What we are learning about is how quickly things can change, and how quickly, um, like how adaptable we are to that change. So a lot of things that are going to happen, we're just going to make some snap decisions and say, you know what, I'm going to do whatever I like and just go and do it. And we are going to overindulge and we're going to know that and it's going to be fine. But this is about trusting those decisions and just making them, stepping into them. It's not about being, a the nights can be a little bit reckless, which is fine. But the, these the Knight of Swords is that recklessness with a little bit of certainty that we know that the conditions are okay. They're right. We don't have to think it through. We don't have to worry about. Um, we can take a chance and we know that it'll be fine. It's all clear to us. We don't have to work it out or logic it out. It's it's just right, and we're going to jump into it. So karmically, we are going to learn what it's like or feel what it's like and take with us into the future those snap decisions to say, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I don't care. I'm going to do it. And how it feels to do that and what it looks like when it works out or if it doesn't work out. And we're going to be able to laugh at it and be okay with that as well. So we're really bringing into our soul or strengthening in our soul that capacity to take a chance, not overthink anything, and just trust because we're connected so much with that decision making process. And as we make those correct decisions, we then build up a resilience or a trust in our own decision making process that we, when it comes to the next time and the next time after that, even if we've got lots of life happening, we will know that we've trusted ourselves once upon a time, and we will fall into that trust again without having to overthink it. And that's what the Knight of Swords are going to teach us this week. So all those things that are happening, I'm interested to see what my overindulgence will be. I hope it's not too much chocolate because I don't want to put any weight on, but who knows? It might be an overindulgence of having lots of friends around. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you so much for joining me. That's the week for week commencing September 13th. Hope you have a lovely time. I will see you back here next Sunday at 9:35 for the weekly forecast. Otherwise, you can join me during the week here if you like to jump on at 8:30. I do a couple of lives every week for about 15 to 30 minutes. We just muck around with tarot and psychic development and well-being and so forth, all the little things that I do in my practice. Thank you so much again for joining me. With love from me to you, and see you around the tracks.